Welcome one and all to the circuit of the Americas in the US back for another alternative track layout video on F1 2020. Look at the 20 corners and the 5.13 kilometers of this relatively new track, of course, built for the first race being in 2012 in Formula One. And again, we're looking to take every possible alternative layout we can around these 20 corners. It might be a little bit different than 20 depending on the layout we take. Making that long run up towards turn one, a massive climb, the highest point of elevation on the circuit. Really interesting point, especially at the start of the Grand Prix, as the cars climb up and then go straight back down, running into this high speed first section. The car flicks to the left, right, almost a bit like Maggots and Beckett's, and we get towards turn 6 now. Instead of carrying around to the right, it's a flick to the left. Carry running now through this really high speed sort of fast chicane as you pretty much straight line it. Then a quick left and onto the main, back onto the main straight, effectively cut off a large proportion of sort of the north right hand corner of the track, and then into this very windy section. Made the way now out of turn 13 through the King of 14 to the very, very difficult braking zone of turn 15, braking and turning into sort of what is an ever tightening corner. Now the long run up to what is sort of a flipped version of the classic turn 8 at Turkey, very high speed long corner, and then down towards a very, very fast turn 19, the penultimate corner of the lap. The helicopter, the top right, they're everywhere actually. That's what I've worked out on time trial. There's a helicopter just sort of hanging about everywhere. We found the one there, and across the line, that's the lap around the COTA National Circuit. We'll have a look at the little changes, a little bit of difference. Of course, there's that new left straight after turn 5, midpoint of turn 6, and that brings you onto this sort of chicane that you end up straight lining, which makes up the COTA National Circuit. That's what it is. And we see the exit, new left back onto the GP circuit on the main straight. Another layout actually that is unavailable to us. You see the track that goes across, a few caravans there. That is the club circuit, which makes up basically the part you don't drive on in the national circuit. So basically the bits you didn't see on that onboard lap. But that's COTA. It's really surprising actually how there aren't any little chicanes off to the side of the track. You know, we saw in Abu Dhabi in the last video, which you can see for some of the cards that have been appearing at the top screen of the video. And also, if you check on the channel page with the previous video posted, but there aren't any chicanes off to the side. The odd little extra kink you can take, maybe, you know, like for a motorcycle racing or IndyCar or any other formulas that could potentially run here. A lot of tracks do have different variations for the different types of vehicles that use them, and especially for a new circuit as well. You see the likes of France, Abu Dhabi, obviously last video as well. But got to keep the plug up to the last video. But yeah, it's really surprised actually there aren't any of those extra little chicanes or kinks. There's only 3 proper official layouts, and those are the only sort of corners and bits you can take. There aren't any sort of historic layouts, of course, being an old circuit. Not being an old circuit, relatively new, 2012, that first race. But the reason we missed out Brazil and Mexico, some people might be thinking there aren't actually any alternative layouts you can take. So subscribe to make sure you can see all 10 coming up in the near future.